Hello, Sammy.
Hello, Tim.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
All right, very good, thanks. So, as you already know, I'm a second-year student at Artevelde University College, and yeah, the purpose for this video call is basically to prepare myself in a good way for next year. And I understand you also went to Hanyang University in Seoul previous semester.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I did,
yeah,
indeed.
that's perfect. So that's why it's extra convenient you went to the same school in the same city. I also already sent out my application, and if all goes well with the finals, I'll be studying there next semester.
Okay.
So I have some general questions for you, so I can prepare myself in the best possible way. Why did you choose Hanyang in South Korea, which is very far away?
I wanted to go abroad to a continent I hadn't been before because I wanted to go as far away as possible because I had a feeling the culture or the difference would be bigger. I was doubting between Ho Chi Minh and Seoul, but in the end I picked Seoul because I wanted to live in one of the biggest cities in the world.
Yeah.
Why I picked Hanyang? Because if I compare it to the other schools in Korea, they were higher on the ranking and are supposed to be, a bit better.
Yeah.
They have a good reputation, and it's actually a private university, so all the people going there really want to end up somewhere in life. It's like a real business school.
And I imagine it was quite scary in the beginning to go that far, because I'm in that scary phase right now. I don't know what to expect when I come down there. Of course, everything will be prepared, but how were you? How went it with you when you got there? Went everything smoothly, or?
I was not that scared. I was actually looking forward to it. I had the school offers a mentor program.
Yeah. So
you actually get linked with one of the students over there, and my mentor, for instance, gave me all the necessary information I needed to find the way to the school from the airport, like the subway, all that stuff, like which lines to take, where approximately it was. In the end, I figured it out by myself, but I was a bit, annoyed is a big word, but I had expected more people to speak English. So finding the place I was renting, to find it was a bit difficult, but I ended there anyway. So to prepare, I got into contact with a mentor on how to get there. Online, I looked up information about stays. They have Goichi Ones over there, which is like a room in Belgium.
Yeah.
Especially for students. You have certain, the buildings are actually filled with students who are doing the same thing. Some are going to the same school, some are going to another school. So you actually end up with, from day one, with people that are in the same situation as you are. So it's actually very nice.
That were also exchange students.
Yes.
Okay, and did you rent a room through Hanyang or something independently?
No. I booked a room by myself. Actually, the Hanyang ones are pretty decent. And you usually get in a room with another roommate. If you're lucky, you're lucky. If you're not lucky, you're not lucky, I guess, depending who that person is. But of course, still everyone's very friendly and accommodating and everything. But I booked one by myself just outside of the school because there was like a night curfew, but in the end that was not applicable to international students, but doesn't really matter. I paid a little bit more, but in my opinion it was worth it. But if you want to rent a room like that, you should look into it beforehand.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like in the last month, but try to get into contact with people who are studying there now, who is renting the room now, and etc. And how it is, what they're doing, and how you can get their room.
Yeah, I already sent out my application, and I ticked the box that I will be renting a room from Hanyang itself. So
okay,
I was hoping
it's very straightforward. You just go there, like they actually pick you up from the airport, I believe. So getting there is easy. You get in a meetup with all the others, and then they send you to your room, and it's very in Korean style, very organized.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And now a little bit more general about Seoul itself. So obviously it's a very large country, very far away, that has a different culture as ours. So what were the main differences you experienced between here and there?
The biggest one is that it is very, very, very safe there. Yeah. As in, you can leave your cell phone in the subway and people will come and bring it to you. Like the next day, nobody's going to steal anything from you. Of course, it can happen, but usually, like I never, like that's the main thing. Like I could leave my stuff in a coffee shop, for instance, leave for 2 hours, come back, and it would still be there. Nobody would have touched it or anything like that.
Okay.
So it's a very safe environment. Of course, the city is very big. I think it has about the size of Belgium, with double the amount of people living in it. Yeah. So, of course, like all the architecture was different. That struck me as well. And the culture, like, they are friendly, of course. And if you like try to speak a little bit Korean, then they will always be happy. Other differences. They have a very strong working culture, also combined with a very strong drinking culture.
Yeah?
Means they work hard, but they party hard as well.
Okay.
Next to that, the interaction with the other gender is you shouldn't be very direct at first, because it can be seen as offensive.
Yeah.
Especially when you make rude assumptions or anything like that. But once you get to know them, you are, of course, allowed to interact with them on a different level. So the Koreans themselves are not that much into Westerners. Like if you go to China, like if they see a Westerner, they would like to take a picture with you. But because of the army, the American army that is there, they know what Westerners are, so they are not that surprised by it, or they don't look. And some are like a little bit annoyed by the Westerners are there, but that's like everywhere. Something else, like the food, of course, the cuisine. You will never find any mayonnaise or ketchup on the table. It's very healthy. Okay. And it's actually quite doable price-wise. So it's actually stupid to buy your own stuff and cook your own stuff. It's better to just go out and eat.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I also read something about, since we're about the food thing, that there is a lot of street foods.
There are a lot of street foods. Exactly. Anywhere you go, you will find for €1 or something, you can have a little snack on the street. But there are actually a lot of restaurants. Like in one street, you can find 20 little shops or restaurants to go eat. That's why the prices is low as well. There's not that much of a difference in foods, because like there's like beer and chicken is a big thing there. So there are a lot of beer and chicken places. They love Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue is where you get all the meat and you cook yourself with all your friends.
Yeah.
So it's very social.
All right.
That's like everywhere. And they have a very nice drink which is called soju.
Yeah, I read about it. It's extremely cheap.
It is extremely cheap. It is usually used to like have a little pre-drink before you go out, because going out can be quite expensive.
Yeah. Hanyang is a pretty competitive school, and you have to attend a lot of classes, even to be able to participate in the examinations, I've read. But did you, or would you recommend going outside the city and exploring South Korea?
Of course. The thing is with Hanyang or Korean universities is that you can actually put your schedule together the way you like it. You can follow the courses you want. You can put it together like on the days you want, the hours you want, depending when they offer the course, of course. It's not that easy to get into the courses you want, but you can always find enough courses to get into. I, for instance, had courses on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and like 1 hour course on Monday, 1 hour course on a Friday. So if you plan it well, you can actually go on a weekend trip or something like that.
Okay.
The attendance you get is calculated into your final mark. So if you attend 100%, then you get a full mark. You can be dismissed of classes for 2 times. The professor will allow it. After, next to that, you need doctor paper or anything like that. They're pretty strict about it. So if you want to have good marks, you should end up in class.
Yeah.
Participating is actually also a big part of it. It's like 12% of your mark in some classes, it's even higher.
Okay.
And that is literally participating.
Yeah.
But it's easier for Westerners because we like to say things, we like to state our opinion, while Koreans and other Asian entities, they're like a little bit more shy.
Yeah, okay.
So actually the 12% participation is to make sure that those silent, shy Korean people actually say something in class.
Okay. I actually had 15 minutes maximum, but I did have one more question. So let's try to do it quick. How did the 5 months there? Did the 5 months there influence you in any way? You as a person?
As a person, well, first year alone in a big country, but Hanyang University, when I was there, they had over 600 exchange students, and everyone is in the same position, so everyone wants to meet new people, and there's a lot of things that are being organized, so you end up meeting people the whole time. Okay. And in the end, you end up meeting a big or a good group of friends and all of that things, so you'll never be bored. For me, it changed me because I really want to see more of the world, even more of the world. I went traveling after my semester as well, and it's so nice to have so many international connections after your stay abroad. Yeah. I actually met up with 4 of my friends from over there. They actually visited me here in Prague last weekend. Right. So it's nice to have people and know people all over the world.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. After this, I'm even more excited to go there next semester. Thank you very much. You helped me a lot.